Hey everyone, welcome back to the layout. So I know it's been a little bit. Hope everyone's doing well out there. So yeah, life's been a little crazy here.
A little?
Yeah. So we got Victoria back tonight. If you caught our last show, you know I mentioned that she had a bit of a quick hospital visit, an ER situation, a little injury, but she's pretty much back in action. She's here with us, so that's good.
I'm like homebound.
Yeah.
So I'm like business at home, but I can't really do much outside of home.
Yeah. But hey, you know what? There's been plenty of business to attend to, that's for sure. We got Q4 coming up. It's starting to cool down just a little bit here in Pennsylvania, and we can tell that train time is coming. That's for sure. So yeah, we're gonna get some trains rolling tonight.
Yeah.
Just want to let you guys know what's going on.
Choo choo.
Yeah. So yeah, with like life getting a little crazy, I've been working a lot at the train shop, at that property. Yeah, it just needs a lot of attention, that's for sure. Yeah, you got everything from foundation to basement. We've been doing all kinds of crazy stuff. The next video, it's definitely gonna be interesting.
The next update video, yeah.
Yeah, the update video for the property. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm still filming a little bit yet, but it's gonna be good.
Yeah, we had to get like all kinds of like tools, and like Corey's doing so much research on like digging up trenches and like all kinds of stuff. Like,
yeah, I bought an auger the other day. Yeah, it's awesome. yeah, things are getting serious, that's for sure. Yeah, I never thought like after a year we would still. Yeah, can you believe it? We owned the property. I think it's safe to say we had it for a year now.
Yeah, I'd say. I think it was mid-August.
Yeah, mid-August we got it, so.
It was right near this time if it wasn't.
Yeah, so we're still like cleaning up like 50 years. Yeah, 50 years of like dressers and cabinets being left behind in the bar room. It's so crazy. Yeah. But yeah.
Progress is being made. It's just, it's a slow process because it's the not fun stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, destroying stuff's a little fun, but it's, not as fun as putting drywall up and stuff.
Yeah, it's labor intensive to say the least. So really, tonight's session, that's what I was gonna say, so with all this really intense labor and everything, I want to say that we'll be able to do the show every week, but definitely keep an eye out because we'll be scheduling them when we, can. So, yeah, that's basically it. Life gets in the way sometimes. But here we are running some trains. We're with our train family here, our family and friends. So, yeah. So like I was going to say, I'm not really going to be doing anything too groundbreaking tonight, but I want to hear about you guys. I want to hear what you guys were up to in the last few weeks. So we got Victoria's going to head over to the chat, and she'll be keeping an eye on that. And I'll try to keep these trains on the track, which is, as you know, sometimes a task in itself. So we got another train that's coming by in a minute here. And then we're going to head over to the Reading and Northern Yard because I definitely have some decluttering to do to get ready for the next session, the next time we meet again. So, yeah, really, I'm just looking for some relaxation at this point, which is honestly, trains are a great relaxing thing, I mean, you can make them stressful, I guess, but, yeah, tonight's gonna be one of those relaxing sessions. So, where's our next loco at here? Oh, I hear him coming. Alright, I love those units. And those hoppers are so shiny. Yep, we got the Chessies out tonight. Yeah, one of our really awesome customers was up about 2 weeks ago, and we ran his train. He picked up one of the, I'm trying to think what it was now. He bought a bunch of locos from us. He had some of the Atlas Pennsylvania Railroad. Oh man, what was it? It was, the
Trainmaster.
the Train Masters. Yeah, that's what it was. So he had a Pennsylvania. He was slowly collecting like all the Reddings, and then he got all the Pennsylvanias. He just loved them. But he's in the process. He's like, I would say he's about 80% done and ready to run trains. So he's not quite there yet at home. He's getting his basement all set up, as you know, many of you are. That happens. Well, we are too. We're getting our basement set up. But yeah, I pulled out all these Chessie hoppers. I'm like, well, we can pull these if you're not offended. It's not Pennsylvania. But yeah, we had a good time. It was really cool. It really got me excited for what's coming when we have our train shop. You know, we'll be able to head down to the layout, as I'll probably say. Like, hey, let's head down to the layout. It's going to be really sweet to have everything kind of in one place. Probably an understatement, right, Victoria? All right, let's head over to the yard, see what's going on. All right, conveniently the BNSF is entering into yard limits here. Yep, we got some cleaning up to do here. We got locos all over the place. But sometimes that happens behind the scenes with these sessions. Yeah, I think like the last couple seconds of our last session, like I had trains derailing all over the place. It was crazy. I was like trying so hard to make sure we had a session. Yeah, tonight was no exception. I had to mow the grass, and we have so much grass at this new property. Wow, like the grass was pretty much dead like until 2 weeks ago. Now it's like, it's crazy. It's like it's having a growth spurt all of a sudden. That usually isn't the case in August when it's so hot, but cooled down a little bit. It gave like that mist from the cyclone, and it just like, I don't know, it got a second wind, that's for sure. So that was keeping me busy. All right, let's see. What are we gonna do? And I was still in the process of getting some of these speed matched, so I guess some of these guys are going to be running as singles. But I could start with kind of getting some stuff sorted over here on the other side. This side's actually supposed to be for the locomotives, and it's a little empty and a little random too. So actually that loco pair is matched, or at least it's very close. Those are Broadway limited, and they were actually pretty good right from the factory. I don't even think I messed with it at all, and they were pretty much right on. That's usually not the case. It's amazing, like, sometimes how much the motors can differ. Yeah, so I think we'll get some of these, get a little organized here. You know, it's been a moment since we were in this neck of the woods. I was really getting into that class 1 yard. But no wonder it took me like a year to finally like figure out how I was doing it. Oh yeah, it's worth mentioning. We usually don't get into promotion mode too much, but this is pretty exciting. We have Atlas -8s on the way. We have CSX and Norfolk Southern. We got a couple of those left. They're always super popular, so yeah, I'm excited about that. And then we have some other covered hoppers, which I was happy to see it was kind of in like the lower $30 range. That's always good to see. Like, it gets a little ugly when you have like $60 HO cars, you know. I mean, granted, the Master Plus stuff is really nice, but a nice affordable cover hopper, it goes a far way, that's for sure. So yeah, I'm excited. That'll be our next batch that's coming in. We just got the news. I think it was like yesterday morning or so. We found out that they're coming in soon. That'll be the next batch. So I'm excited about that. We waited a little bit for those guys. But hey, you know what? They'll be worth the wait, right? So yeah, anyone that's looking for one of those, get at Victoria. I know she was looking to move them. There we go. Didn't want them to go that way. It's going for close-up. It starts blinking. I really like this loco. It's just a cool scheme. I really like the quality scheme. Yeah, I'm actually operating that locomotive as Norfolk Southern. They're borrowing some space right now, I guess, in Reading and Northern Yard. But the other locomotive, if you know your history, that actually was Reading and Northern. I read a little bit about that. The Conrail Express, it was kind of like a promotional effort. So different railroads had that scheme to help promote Conrail, and that was one of the surviving units for, well, let's just say not that long. But yeah, it was an unfortunate story what happened to that loco right there. But it still lives on our layout, and it's very awesome. reminds me too, I got way back there, I got some of the Bowser Ballast cars at the end of the screen there. They're going to be making some more Reading and Northern numbers, so I'm excited about that. That would be less I'll have to decal. I think the company owns 12 or 13, so I want to eventually get them all. So I forget if it's 12. I feel like it's... I forget, but I have enough to compensate, but I'll be almost halfway there when we have the 6 numbers. Okay. Yes, yard work is very scientific sometimes. I still got a bunch of random buildings and stuff in the way. I see some loads there sitting. Apologies. No, I want to go through, yeah, you probably saw on our YouTube, we've been posting a lot of collection sorting videos and all that good stuff. The last one in particular, even if you're not an N-scale fan, oh, where's that guy going? He just like took off. Yeah, I was gonna say, even if you don't like operate N-scale, it was such a funny video. Like, me and Victoria got the giggles for like unknown reason, and it was just hilarious. But that's really, that is the true us. That's like probably the closest you would see, I guess, in a video format. But yeah, that was definitely an us moment, that's for sure. We actually just had our 15-year wedding anniversary back last week, so yeah, time flies, that's for sure.
CSX on the outer loop, are they Atlas?
Scale trains.
Oh, scale trains?
You have the big boys on the outside are scale trains, ES44s, and they are worth every penny, that's for sure. Yeah, I really, really, really like them. They got all the bells and whistles, literally. But probably next to them, I would say, like, I really like the Dash 8s. I'm just trying to get more into, like, the modern era. But the Dash 8s, they're very cool. So, yeah, like I said, I'm excited for them to come about again. Yeah, this loco is going to eventually be a pair with the Conrail, so it's kind of like a double heritage kind of thing. I mean, I guess you could technically call this a heritage. At least it's like a different scheme. But yeah, I got to get them paired up. Okay, here's another favorite, especially Victoria's. I didn't really get to program this one too much. I've been trying to experiment with different kinds of horns and really making things interesting. That one had a bit of a hard landing. Yes, it's gonna be easier once I get these guys paired together. You'll see why. There it is. I thought I was driving that one, so I was turning down to the wrong one. Well, at least I was going at somewhat yard speed. Oh, actually, they have a little momentum built into them. That's what that is. Wasn't expecting that. Alright, I think it's time to get this pair going here. All right, I really got in the zone there. That's for sure. Hope you guys are having fun in the chat, keeping Victoria entertained. I just wanted to mention for all you techies out there, you might notice, so the ditch lights are randomly on the locomotive in the rear. So Paragon 4, Broadway Limited's new decoder, it has something called Pro Mode. I didn't activate that yet, but it does allow you to take more charge of the lighting and stuff like that. So yes, it can actually get set up to be more accurate. Right now it's just kind of literally out of the box. Yeah, there's so much to program when you have a fleet of locos, so that's, I like to point out stuff like that because, well, you guys are pretty sharp. You usually catch on to stuff like that, so yes. Now, if you've been following along, you know a lot of my Atlas locos, especially the ones that I paired together, I've really been focusing on getting the lights as accurate as possible, and it's been going pretty well actually. So I'm more familiar with loc sound because I have a loc programmer. It makes it a lot easier, but nonetheless it's definitely possible with the other brands as well. So that is that. Oh, I have a feeling this guy hit a dead spot. Yeah. I just looked over, I'm like, oh, it's not moving anymore. Yes, capacitors are nice, but they are a lot of work. Well, maybe not a lot of work, just it's a lot of considerations when installing them on older locos. But it's certainly tempting because scale trains, they come with them, and oh man, it's nice. I never have to think about any, dirty track or whatever have you. It's usually these switches. I don't think I have the frogs powered. I know I say frogs like 10 times every show, but oh, let's see, where's this guy headed? I think I better tame down the other loco before I get this guy situated here. Okay. How about we go down another track? Yes, I don't have the switches powered up yet. I really get spoiled with the DCC switches though. It's really awesome. And with that reference, the other yard's totally DCC. So, it keeps the hand out of the way a little bit. But at first I really didn't mind the manual operations, but, it doesn't look as pro on the live streams, but it is fun. Hey, you know what? It's fun. That's all that matters. It's trains. Man, that horn is so crazy. Hey, we got 4 trains going at once, and we're not off the rails. That's amazing. Yeah, I really like having this other side of the yard to be able to just kind of put like the maintenance away and like the random storage and anything to kind of keep out of the way of the actual operations. Definitely can't recommend that enough. Um, it's kind of the next best thing to like staging tracks. I guess in a situation like this, it sort of is my staging at the moment because I can break out some different locomotives for, next time and stuff like that. It's very handy. But, if you're just getting started out, don't worry. This wasn't built overnight. It took a lot of planning and learning, and, just because we have a train shop, it doesn't mean we went through it too. Plus, we've been remodeling for like 12 years, and now we have a whole new place. So there's always that on top of it. So I feel for you if you're building your bench work or if you're fixing your foundation so you can fix up your basement, whatever. Yeah, that's kind of what we're doing right now. The new place, it was quite the river 2 weeks ago in our basement, so not very train friendly at the new shop, so we got to work on that. But it'll get there. Just being realistic. All right. Well, this is starting to look like makes a little sense here. We do have these trains boxed in by random NS here. Maybe we can get that out of the way here before we go to the main line again. Okay. Kyle, good to see you. Well, first, I gotta say this. I was waiting. I was waiting to break the news. So a few weeks ago, time flies. I'd say maybe like 4 or 5 weeks ago, there was a little present at our doorstep. There was a stray cat, a mama. She dropped off 2 kittens. She was kind of like younger and didn't really, I don't think she could get enough food and stuff, so she was kind of friendly with my dad. So yeah, she dropped off 2 kittens. Long story short, we had to take them to pet ER because their eyes weren't opening. So after 2 weeks of putting salve in their eyes, well, they were in our house, and that's about all it took to realize that we were definitely gonna, well, I almost had a head-on collision there. I was getting into story mode, and like I just like saw like the BNSF like entering the yard. I'm like, oh, I didn't flip a switch.
Glenn already said, please tell me you named one of them Chessie.
That's it. Yeah, we got a Chessie and we have a Milo. And Chessie really looks like Chessie. That's the crazy thing. Like we have 4 boys, now we'll have 5, and Chessie will be our first girl, which is accurate to the story. Let me try to get this BNSF out of the yard here. Yeah, I was like slowly moving this loco. I just look up and I see like a loco storming into the yard. I'm like, well, we don't want to end it on this note. But yeah, so we finally have a Chessie, and she demands our attention every morning and night. So I do have to be timely. But that's the cat update. Property update, it's pretty good. We're kind of in the thick of it right now. We're like doing like the crazy like I was jackhammering and like doing some really crazy stuff. The foundation was really neglected. Like they just didn't do a lot of like care with like the draining. Like no one believed in rain spouting or French drains or anything like that. So we're really trying to get it up to speed so we can, have the basement be ready for like the world's best train layout, so we can all enjoy that. I know, bold statement, but it's gonna be awesome though. Yeah, so we're a year in, and it's mostly been cleaning up trash and burning wood and evicting groundhogs, all kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah, it's going really good. It's definitely, I won't say it's taking its toll, but it does take its toll on like the time and stuff. So that's why we, weren't able to have the shows as consistently as we like. But yeah, I'm still really excited. I love doing it. It's, I know the easy way would be able to find like a contractor, come in and do everything, pay the bill, but it's just it's hard. Like the people around here, they're 10 times more expensive than doing it yourself, and they're booked up for like a whole year sometimes, and sometimes people just aren't reliable either. So it kind of goes back to the old saying, you want something done, you gotta do it yourself sometimes. Well, I think it was you want something done right. Nowadays it's just you want something done at all to do it yourself. Okay, well, we got our countdown going on here. We got the 5-minute mark. So I'm going to head over to the main line now that we're redirecting our BNSF here to not come into the yard at full throttle. That's funny. Other than that, though, like there was no derailments tonight. Show's not over yet, but that's kind of positive. So let me flip the switch, and I'll have Victoria flip the switch as well. We'll see what's going on the main line. All right, here we are rail fanning. I gotta say, guys, it is really good to be back here. Um, yeah, I know, like the whole property train shop thing. It's awesome. It is a double-edged sword, though. It does take me away from, like, well, takes me away from like this the socialness of this business. So Victoria really does an awesome job talking to you guys. So it's so nice when I'm able to spend some time here, and she fills me in. I run the trains and she fills me in. So it'll be cool to hear about what you guys have been up to. All right, the other train's just crawling. We gotta get him moving here. But yeah, all these chassis on the main line, that is a pretty good teaser. And yes, for you cat people, we'll get some pictures and videos snuck in here or there maybe. We actually want to do like a proper video. I know it's been a while. We changed our warehouse space so much since like last time. We just been doing these small little refinements. It's kind of a mess right now, but that's actually not different. Actually today, here it is. I just said this to Victoria. Like, right now, like, we, like, really use, like, our height. So, like if we have a box, we'll, like, stack, like, 20 boxes high. So, like, the new place, when we get that going, we're going to have a lot more space all in one building. And I say that we'll kind of be able to spread things out. So here's the metaphor I made. I said, like, right now we're kind of like built like New York City. We just like keep making skyscrapers, like those strawberry trays. Like I have like some stacked like 30 high right now. We just have trains all over the place. And then like our new place, it's going to be more like California. It's going to be like spread out. You'll be able to see what's going on. I haven't been to either. Well, no, I wasn't in New York City. I was in a couple big places like Buffalo and stuff, so I kind of experienced that. But
Vegas.
yeah, Vegas. Never made it out to California. It was all the desert driving I could handle. All right, here it is. Our assembled train. It's kind of like it's everything really. We got a little chassis, of course, some CSX, some intermodal, some Reading and Northern at the end, tank cars. It's probably the most unprototypical thing you've seen all night, but hey, no, actually probably not. Welcome to our layout.
We had 2 people just say first-time viewers.
Cool, first-time viewers. We appreciate that. And again, like, sorry to everyone else that's been checking in every Thursday. Oh, man. But I guess you understand. If any of you guys ever did, like, a fixer-upper project, you probably understand it gets tough to be 2 places at once sometimes. And I really get into stuff, like right now I'm digging soil. I could probably do that for, like, well, not even that. Like, you'll see. They left random foundation like in our basement, so I'm like, this can't be here. So I was jackhammering that, but they like built it with big stones and so much mortar. Like, it was crazy. It took all week, and there's still some remnants down there. But like I would get into it. I would just like the hours would just disappear, and my arms would be rubber by the end of the day. I guess it really wasn't a jackhammer, it was a concrete breaker, but it was pretty much like the same thing, because I had to like hold it upright. You'll see the video. I did sneak some, or had someone sneak some footage of me like smashing it, so that was fun. Well, let's see, we just got a few minutes left, so Victoria, why don't you come over here? We'll say see you later till next time. But yeah, like I said, we'll look at our week coming up. We'll see if we can get another show in here.
James said you guys have to do what you gotta do to get in your home and in your shop.
Yeah, that's it. Home, like, the shop's one thing, but yeah, the home part of it, I really am looking forward to that. I mean,
Absolutely.
yeah, like we just always been in a fixer-upper, and times were a little tough when we got together.
I tell you though, Corey's getting some muscles doing all this manual labor. They were removing cast iron heaters from this original bar, and that is heavy stuff.
Yeah, the old bar room, it had a steam system in the basement. They heated their whole basement. Well, I guess everything was heated with steam, but yeah, I know. She says I'm popping.
Yeah, I literally am just sitting here next to him, and his arm is like bigger than it usually is.
Yeah, I'm just holding like a train controller. I'm jacked. I told my buddy, like when I'm like done doing all this stuff and then I'm just operating trains, like it's gonna be hard to maybe like be like fine articulation, because I'll be like so used to like smashing cement and stuff. Oh no, it's just crazy. Well, everybody, thank you for coming to visit the train layout.
Thank you.
It's been nice being with everybody, seeing some of our friends out and about again, so definitely appreciate that. Hope you guys had a good time reassembling here, and like I said, you know, we're just getting started here, so we especially appreciate you guys being patient with the whole thing, because yes, it is an undertaking what we're doing. Many people have said that, but we have a lot of good help. We have about 6 people, well, including myself, but yeah, so we do have a little bit of a crew, which is handy for all this manual labor, so it's coming together. Yeah, you'll see some of the crew in the upcoming video that'll show all the progress at the train shop. So yeah, I'll try to also get together a nice little 1-year update. Like I said, I was mowing the grass today, but I wasn't mowing those big weeds. Remember the first video? That's crazy. Like, some of those weeds were taller than I was. I can't, yeah, it's just wild, like how quick nature takes over sometimes. So, yeah. All right, guys, well.
You're saying you're the Hulk.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild. I was always kind of a scrawny kid in school, so, you know, but I've been, I guess really all it takes is like working non-stop and protein. Oh, man. But, all right, guys. Well, I guess we'll call it a night. Thanks again so much for hanging out, and we'll see you guys next time. As Victoria shuts